We keep it moving. Another person that wants to say something?
Taking us through that moment as we waited for our facilitator. She's back in the call right now, so she has been
Sam, are we okay?
good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Samuel, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being we trying to work out with the issue. The network has been not stable for real, and thank you for your patience. And you guys are welcome for today's session. And let's get to learn. Let's feel free to ask questions and also to interact throughout the session. I'm going to present to you today a new facilitator. It's going to be uh, first session, and she also been taking through of some of the other sessions throughout the journey. She's also
Sam, your network is breaking.
has joined to welcome me, Angelina Adu Rakech, for today's session. Adu, you're highly welcome, and the floor is yours. Feel free whenever you want to start the session. Let's get to learn, shall we?
Okay, thank you very much. Uh, my end, I'm trying to share, but then I cannot share the document. I don't know why. So I don't know, Samuel, I've sent it to you. If you could share it with us.
Angelina, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm trying to share, but it can't share. So I'm like, if you could share it with us, like you share from your screen. Let me see. Let me try. Yes, you can you please see what I'm sharing? Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, we
yes.
can see.
Yeah, we are seeing.
Okay. I want to say sorry for the inconvenience. I was engaged somewhere, so I reached late to where I'm supposed to settle. That's why I came very late. I'm sorry. I apologize. But now we can proceed with our program. Like someone said, Angelina, and I volunteer with Excellence Foundation. And the things we are going to talk about today, the topic of today is digital security and safe social media use. Like right now, in nowadays, we are in an age where there is an information overload. Whatever I'm going to share is not is not new to you. It's not new to some of you. You might have heard of it somewhere, maybe where you had a workshop, or maybe in class or somewhere, or maybe you yourself you taught yourself these things. So whatever I'm going to share is not new to us. It's not that it is new. Maybe you may get something new, or maybe the whole of it may not be new to you. But sometimes we need to remind ourselves of the things that we think we know. Uh, so whatever that you're going to get, please feel free at the end. If you want to add something, you can add to it, or anything that you want to add, like when we reach to the end of the session. So our objectives for this session is to keep personal life or that of your organization safe from hackers or unwanted exposure, because I know that all of us who are here, maybe some of us or most of us are working wherever we are. Some of us go to school at the same time you go to work. So that is why we are having this session, to create also self-respect online space for all users, to help users recognize and avoid online scam that can lead to financial or data loss, and to teach responsible sharing and protect your future, to encourage critical thinking and responsible sharing to support a well-informed society. The purpose for it is to inform us. So, what is safe social media use? Basic online safety involve practices that protects your privacy, like your personal information, your mental health, or digital security when using the internet or social media platform. And then digital security is vital. Why do you need digital security? Because people increasingly face threats like government surveillance, cyber attacks, or disinformation and online harassment. You find that mostly here in South Sudan there is misinformation, whereby in the recent past months we had some fight that happened because somebody shared an information. It was real, but it was a disinformation. Maybe there was an intention that someone wanted to create, and that created a fight, which led to killing of so many innocent young people in that incident. So in digital security, we have layers. We have layers of digital security. Like at home, like you at home, you have your door. At your door, you have a lock, and then before you get to the house, you have a fence, let me say. So digital security, we have layers of digital security, and these layers we have secure communication, profile management, and then information management, digital hygiene, access control, and then digital situational awareness, and then digital literacy. Hopefully you can hear me. Please, can you respond?
Yes, yes, you can be
Oh,
heard, yeah.
okay, thank you very much.
You can
So
also zoom. You can zoom the slide so that they display on the screen.
oh, okay. Mm, you can see it now. Now it is fit, huh?
Yeah, we can see it clear.
It's
Okay.
clear, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So you may ask yourself, what is to secure in communication? To secure your communication refers to protecting of data during transmission, to ensure that it is not intercepted or read or altered by unauthorized people. Let me say on WhatsApp, we have end-to-end encryption. Why do they put that protection? Is to secure your communication so that somebody does not log into your WhatsApp, and then maybe any surveillance just gets your information that just like that. So that is why securing information is very important. We have things like WhatsApp, we have Signal, those ones, and even when using VPN can secure your communication. It encrypts like whereby you can encrypt also your emails. That one will also secure your information. Then we have profile management. Profile management involves digital identities and personal information across platforms to control what data is shared with whom and how it protects profile management. So it's like adjusting your privacy setting on social media. There are some settings that you will adjust in your profile management to like to allow to not let some other people, maybe um, bad people, to access your information so easily. There are some settings that you would like to put, and then in that setting, it will help you protect your information. So profile management is important in a way. Let me give an example of when using Instagram. There are some setting that you put to your privacy, whereby somebody cannot just like access your information. There are some people who don't let other people view whatever is in their profile unless you follow them. So those are some ways that some people manage their profile, managing your username and avatars, and then also your bios, and also different identities for different purposes. You find that some people who don't use their real names on their profile to protect themselves, like to protect their profile, to protect themselves maybe from bad people. Some people don't use their real names on Facebook or on any other platform. Then we have also information management. Information management protects organization or storing, sharing, and securing data in a responsible and efficient way. How do you manage information? You back up files securely. You back up your files securely, and then also controlling who has access to sensitive documents, and then classifying data and public private confidentials. For example, let me say controlling who access your information. You can, let me say, like if you are a journalist and then you you have this sensitive information that you don't want maybe like a security person or any other person to get that information of yours. So what you have to do is to get something that will secure where to get where you can keep that information that nobody can easily access your information. And there are some other things that you can use to manage your information, like apps or something like that. We shall look at them later. Those things that you can use to keep your information secure, something that it is so sensitive and you don't want maybe some other person to access it so easily. Then we have also digital hygiene. Digital hygiene refers to like let me say a regular practices and habits to ensure that let me say security and functionality of digital devices and accounts. For example, updating your apps, and then like your phone or any gadget that you're using. That one ensures a digital hygiene. How many times do you update your phone? Let me say most of the times phone needs an update regularly. You may update now, tomorrow you check on the update management. You find there are some apps that I've already downloaded that need update. So sometimes you need to update them. You need to check regularly. That one it helps in functionality of your gadget. It's like sometimes they can be slowing down your gadget. Some apps may not work sometimes because they need an update. Something like WhatsApp most of the times need an update all the time. They can give you a duration whereby you need to update them. Then we have also access control. Access control, let me say it is a process, for example, enforcing who can access a specific digital resource and under what condition. Whom do you need to access that information of yours? That is that is how you manage your information. Like, who needs to access? How do you manage your information to let other people access it? Do you just leave it?
Hello, sorry, Adut. May you raise your voice? We are not hearing you well.
You can't hear me. Let me
Yeah,
turn.
you try to raise your voice a little bit.
Okay, thank you. Okay, access. We are on access control. Access control said that it is letting other people in. Whom do you let to access the information that you have on in any circumstance? Like, you can use multiple factor authentication. Those that one, it will help protect your information. Whom are you going to let access your information? Or role-based access file organization, or locking devices with password or biometrics. For example, you have your laptop. Your laptop is your personal. So sometimes we put passwords, not because we are selfish, but to protect what we have, the information that you have, so that no other person gets access to it unless you let the person into it. Then you put in your password and you give them access to that information. So that is one of the examples that I can give to access control. And then digital situational awareness. Situational awareness is the ability to understand and respond appropriately to digital environment, including like recognizing threats or scam or usually unusual behavior. Like, let me say, you have a sensitive information as a journalist, and then let me say you are around an area where these people are aware that you are a journalist, and then you notice some people are following you, and they know you are covering some sensitive story that you want to publish or anything like that. So you need to be aware of a situation around you. How are people behaving around you? And then on your phone also, like in your phone, when your phone is hacked, you can see that some things, maybe you get some links that are not appropriate or something like that, and then somebody is trying to tell you to click on it or something like that. Or maybe a game, somebody you may be scrolling online, and then you get this abrupt game that comes abruptly. Then for you tap on it. Sometimes some of these games are hackers. Somebody has set it online, so when you tap on it, somebody will get access to your device and does whatever they can do. So you need to be aware, situational awareness, be aware around you, what is happening and something like that. And then when we go to digital literacy is ability using technology effectively, responsibly and safely, including like critical thinking about online content and understanding basic security principles. Let me say, you need to know certain things that will protect you. That is digital literacy, like what we are doing right now. So, or you might have done it in the past, and there are some things that you can do when you are online or on your device that will help to protect your information or protect you as a person from any bad guy. So I'll give an example of understanding how the internet and social media works, and then also identifying misinformation and knowing how to evaluate app permissions or privacy policies. Those ones are digital literacy that when you are aware of those things, you'll be able to to be illiterate digitally. And then now we're going to digital risks and attacks. Digital risk and attacks, we have like you get what we call keyloggers, backdoors, hackers, and phishing, cyberbullying, physical attacks, men in the middle, and then targeted digital attacks and identity theft, mis and disinformation. These are digital risks and attacks that happens that we need to be aware of. So, what are the key loggers? Keyloggers are a type of malware that secretly records the key pressed on a keyboard. Like let me say, it is something that somebody can use um, to access your information. Like let me say you have a password, but then somebody will use the keylogger to get your password. While you are typing on your laptop, somebody can get what you are typing and then they get your password without you knowing, and then they access that information. It is like a spying identity. It is mostly used in the fraud, in the financial fraud, like banks or something like that. That is where people use keyloggers to attack such institutions. And then we have backdoors. Backdoors hidden methods vulnerability to software or hardware that allows unauthorized access to system or bypass harmful security mechanism. For example, like hackers, malware, or gain control of system without being detected. For example, somebody can use a malware. They can install that malware on your laptop unknowingly, and then from that, using that malware, they can be able to spy you whatever you do on your in your laptop. For you don't know that you're being spied. Somebody can use that malware, so that is the back door that somebody can use to access the information that you have. And then we also have hackers. Hackers, like we all know, they gain unauthorized access to systems like network or data, often steal or alters or destroy information. And then that one we have white hackers, and then we have black hackers. White hackers are the good guys who, maybe when your information had been taken, you can get those guys to get back your information. The black hackers are the bad guys who really hack your information and take whatever they want to use it for malicious gains. Then we have phishing. Phishing is a cyber attack that tricks individuals into revealing personal information. For example, like bank passwords or bank details, pretending they can pretend to be a trustworthy source, usually via email or SMS. For example, you may receive a phishing email. And how do you know that it is a phishing email? Most times they don't address you with your name, because if somebody knows you, they will call you with your real name. They will say, "Dear so and so." So, how do you get to know that it is somebody that does not know, that is trying uh, to get your information? They don't address you with your name. And then when you look at the email clearly, you will see some mistakes, how this person has written the email. Even sometimes when it comes to subject, they don't put a subject. They put in the real email in the subject. And then, like, you get to know that this is really a phishing email by looking at those things. They don't address you with your name. Like, let me say, I'm Angelina. Somebody's supposed to send me, like, when they're sending me, they're supposed to say, "Dear Angelina." And then when I just get an information, some of them don't even greet you. They don't put a salutation. They just come with the information. Like, they just say, "We are doing this and this, and we have seen you are like this and this and this, and we want this and this. So if you can, please click on this." And then for you, if you just go and click on the link, you are finished. From there, you have already given what your information to them, or they may get access to your real personal information. So that's how you get to know that that is a phishing email. Some of them don't address you with their names. They don't even give you the subject the subject of the matter, like why are they sending you that email. So that's how you get to know that this is a phishing, uh, that it is a phishing email. And then when it comes to cyberbullying is it is used of a digital platform like social media or messaging apps or email to harass or threaten or humiliate or target someone repeatedly. For example, cyberbullying is when, let me say, somebody gets an access to your private information, and then from there they tell you, if you don't give me this amount of money, I'm going to expose you on social media, I'm going to expose you everywhere if you don't give me this amount of money. That is a cyberbullying. And some people have killed themselves because of such things. You find somebody committing suicide because they do not want to be embarrassed in the society, maybe because of their key, because they are of high profile, and then somebody is trying to expose them for something they did. So that is cyberbullying, when somebody tries to use your private information to attack you. Or maybe it cannot be your private information as that. Let me say, like it is an organizational information that should not go somewhere, and then somebody accesses it and says, if you don't, I'm going to expose it, and then maybe you will lose your job because of that. So that is cyberbullying, and because somebody does not want to lose their jobs, maybe they end up being paying the money or something like that. But so that is mostly that is an example of cyberbullying. And then when it comes to physical attacks, those are theft. Maybe your gadget can be stolen. That is a digital risk and attack. Your gadget can be stolen or anything of yours through theft. That is physical attack, stealing that information from you physically. Somebody attacks you, takes your papers or anything like that. And then men in the middle, it is attacks occurs when a third person secretly interrupts or alters communication between two parties. Often it is often data, stealing data, or inject malicious content, like when somebody puts a malicious content on your on your device or something like that. So that is man in the middle. Then targeted digital attacks, deliberately cyber attacks aimed at a specific individual, organization, or system, often using custom techniques. For example, like spear phishing or ransomware attacks, or companies, or spying on journalists or activities. Those are targeted digital attacks. We already spoke of that one. Then identity theft, it occurs when someone uses another person's personal information like ID number, bank details without a permission to commit a fraud or crimes. For example, somebody will go on social media, and then they get your real image, and then they pretend to be you, and it is not you. Other people will be talking to them thinking they are talking to you, but they are talking to someone else. So that is theft. When it comes to misinformation, it is false or inaccurate information shared without intent to deceive. For example, you share an information that you heard from somebody, but you don't intend to deceive them, but the information is not real. So that is misinformation. And when it comes to disinformation is sharing intentionally to mislead or manipulate a person, like propaganda. There are some things that are believed about some other cultures which are not true. They may say, like, let me say, in our context as South Sudan, you find there are some cultures that they say they eat people, and these cultures do not really eat people, it's just a propaganda. So that is a disinformation. And then when it comes to malinformation, It refers to a genuine, it can be a truthful information that is used with the intent to harm or mislead people, like, or to destroy somebody's identity. Like it is a real information that is malinformation, but somebody is using it intentionally to destroy somebody's reputation. Mostly it happens here in South Sudan, whereby all around the world, somebody is of a high profile, but then somebody will use their information just to destroy uh, their reputation in public. So that is malinformation. Maybe your private information, but somebody puts it out there to destroy you intentionally. That is malinformation. So we're going to look at healthy digital habits and practices. When you look at healthy digital habits and practices, you need to ask yourself certain questions, and these are some of the questions that you need to have at the back of your mind. You need to ask yourself, does my digital profile or network look, how does it look like? What does it look like? So you need to go back and do your personal audit, um, your personal view. And then, do I have a strong password? Like in all your profiles, wherever you put your information out there, do you have a strong password on your PC, on your, like, if you know that you're a person that has sensitive information, do you have a strong password? Then what information or data do I have on my digital space? Like I said earlier on, like I use the a journalist because sometimes they can hold sensitive information. So if you know that you have a sensitive information, you need to have it at the back of your mind that it is not something that you leave redundant or you just leave on your desktop just like that and you go. You need to hide it somewhere where nobody can be able to access it so easily. Then, do I have an antivirus or firewall or VPN on my devices? These are the things that will help you to protect your digital space. Then, what is my digital footprint? While you are online, what is your digital footprint? Then, have I verified the information or email links or data or apps before you're using them? Do you think that they are authentic or not? Then have a backup. Like you have to ask yourself, have I back up my data, whatever that you have? Do you back it up so that it can remain safe somewhere? What are my privacy settings on my online platforms? Then you need to ask yourself also, is my communication secure? So that before you give out any information, you need to know, you need to have that information at the back of your mind. Then safe social media use, you also need to have this, like you have to protect your personal information, use strong privacy setting, think before you post, or be aware of scams and fake accounts, then limit screen time. Protecting your personal information, you need to have your password and all the other things, and then using a strong privacy setting to prevent other people from accessing your information. Then think before you post whatever information you are going to post. Is it, you have to be sure if it is a real information of it or it is fake. Don't just share what somebody has given you or share what you have seen online. You need to first think critically about that whatever you're going to share, because you will be held accountable at some point at what you are sharing, because it could bring a negative impact on somebody that is going to see that information. So you need to have that mercy on anybody that is going to get that information. We are in a digital space nowadays where people just share anything they come across. They don't think of anybody that is going to see whatever it is going to see. Nowadays, you find that there are children who even get access to these things online. So, and you find there are people who just share anything they feel like. So sometimes you need to think before you share whatever thing that you're going to share to protect you and also others. Then be aware of scams and fake accounts. Not every account you get is real. Somebody may go online and pretends to be the president when even the president is not online. Then someone who is not even aware of uh, who is not digitally illiterate or aware may think that this is the president. It happened one time to somebody that I know. Uh, Someone shared their account, somebody took their profile picture and put their full name and everything. So now relatives were thinking it is that real person chatting with them. To to their surprise, the person started asking them for money, and this is not the person that should ask for money. The person is financially stable. So what captivated them was when the person was asking for money. So they said, it might not be this person. So that's how they go to catch the person, that fraud, because you find them the scams. They create those accounts just to maliciously take people, make people lose financially. You and then somebody was scammed actually by that. Somebody sent a huge amount of money, and their money was lost to the scammer. And limit your screen time. Like as a person, don't oversit on your phone or on your laptop online or somewhere you find a Wi-Fi. You also need to have mentally, you need to be healthy in your mind, because other things that you look at may create frustration in your mind, or even as you're going to sleep you start dreaming because of the things you have been seeing online. So sometimes limit your screen time to keep you healthy mentally. You need to look at your mental health first. Hopefully you are hearing me up to this point. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, so now we're going to look at digital footprint. What is digital footprint? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Um, okay. Um, like we know a digital footprint, it can be, let me say, like as we have seen, we have an active footprint and then a passive footprint. Active footprint refers to like an internet digital trace or a personally person leaves when they deliberately engage with a platform or service. That is an active. Like let me say you go online, then you search something, you have a research you have to do. So you go online and then you research online. Every every website you visit, you leave a footprint there. So that is an active. Those are the things that you engage with you while you are online, like social media posts, filling out online forms. Let me say you want to participate in a workshop or something like that. They may send you a form that you have to fill. Then SMS, when you're sending messages via phone. Then phone call records. uh, WhatsApp, you record a voice. Then files, those are active footprint. Something you engage, you put yourself there, you did it personally, intentionally. Then passive footprint. Passive footprint is unintentional or like automatic digital trace left behind when a person uses the internet or digital devices without actively providing information. Those are tracking cookies. You find there are some websites when you visit them, there is that message that pops up, whereby they want to access like your tracking cookies or something like that. That is a passive. You did not actively you did not actively give them a permission, but they track you while you are using your your while you're using the internet. Then we have a geolocation or GPS or IP or GPS or IP or IEMI. GPS is private location tracking, and then IP address is reveal approximate location an internet provider, then an international mobile equipment identity. Somebody can get access to the mobile device that you're using. Then international mobile subscriber identity tied to your SIM card and mobile network usage. Then matrix, website matrix like sharing and comments. Those are, they get to track you from there when you go on the internet and then you share or you like somebody's image or you like anything on the internet or on Facebook or anything you engage yourself with. That one, that those are the passive. Like while you are liking, they track you from there. So that is active footprint and passive footprint. Hopefully we have gotten that. And then while you are um, while you are looking into that, you also need to have a strong password characteristics. Sometimes people use their birthdays, or you use your name or your father's name, or the name of the spouse, or your child's name, or anything like that as your password, which can easily be hacked. It can easily be guessed by somebody you are living with at home, or anybody that you know that is nearly to you, because they know the people around you. So sometimes you don't need to use information as your password. So the characteristics of a strong password, it has to be more than 8 characters. You need to have upper case or lowercase letters, then symbols and numbers. You need to include them. Then phrase. Your password has to be a passphrase or a sentence abbreviation. You don't need to use your name like that. You use your name as your password. It can easily be guessed by somebody and they hack whatever you have. Then no personal information. No personal information. Don't include like your name. That is what I was saying. No generic or dictionary word. Don't use simple things. Yeah. Then consider two-factor authentication while using that. So this is what I meant by password and passphrase. A password here, when you look at this, this is what I generated, and then this is an exercise. You go to secure your password on the internet, you type in and then you get that login, then you check your information, your password, whether it is strong or it is not strong. When I said you use a passphrase, you can use something like monkeys like eating bananas, like eating 12 bananas or 12 mangoes. That one you can easily remember. Then when you use birthdays or with some things that you can easily forget. So you use something that is a phrase that you can easily remember. You cannot easily forget. And then healthy internet habits. What are some healthy internet habits and practices that you need to have over in your mind? Avoid saving passwords on browsers. Sometimes when you save them on the browsers, they can easily be accessed or anything like that. Then sign out when not in use. Don't just leave your, maybe you're in your workplace and you have an internet, and then for you log in your work in your working computer, not your personal computer, and then you leave that information there, and maybe you're not the only one using your computer. Somebody may come and access whatever that you have in there. So most times don't sign in and you leave it there. You have to sign out whenever you're not in use. Then avoid public internet. Sometimes it is, or if you cannot avoid the public internet, then you have to install a VPN or firewall so that it can protect you while using that public internet. Then access secure website. You need to have an HTTPS so that you know that that website is secure. Then verify before clicking or downloading. Sometimes there are some verifications that you do to make sure that the email is authentic or not. Like you can use virus total, that one you can use to verify or who is that you, when you can use it to check your domain or anything like that. I know we are familiar to these things, some of us, if not most of us, because we are in an age of an information overload where we can get these things. Then yeah, clean history or temporary cookies and cache. Like after using, clean your history or temporary cookies on your browsing website, so that people will not be able to know where you go all the time. Then avoid oversharing or posting sensitive information. That one can also help to protect you online. Then healthy mobile phone habits practices. We all have our mobile phones, we all have gadgets, but how do we make sure that the gadgets we have are are healthy, or how do we keep them to make sure that they function well? In public spaces, be more situation aware to prevent your phone from being stolen. You find you are on a rickshaw, or maybe you're in a taxi and then you are typing, you're busy on WhatsApp, somebody comes and grabs your phone and steals, and it is gone like that. You are not aware, you didn't see the thief coming. So sometimes be aware of situation awareness. Where you find there are so many people around, make sure that you keep your phone. Then apply password on your phone. Use secure apps for sensitive communication. Then also back up your information. Then clear history and sensitive content. Turn off turn off Bluetooth and location if not in use, because that one can be used for to track your IP address. Then avoid accepting open box phones as gifts. You never know what is in that phone. Then limit mobile use if scrutiny might be concerned. Like like I said earlier, you are just people are around you everywhere. Then for you, you continue using your phone. Somebody comes and grabs your phone. So you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that when you notice some unusual stuff, you keep your stuff. Then healthy information management. How do you keep the information that you have? Organize your information. Know what you have, know what is sensitive, know what is not sensitive, know what you can leave just on the desktop, and what you need to keep, you need to protect uh, strongly. Then know what you have and its risks. That is what I'm saying. Then treat information based on its level of risk. Let me say, I'll still use a journalist. like you know you have a sensitive information, that one you need to keep it very well. Then back up your information, have where you have to keep it. Then secure sensitive information with a password or encryption. Then share information on need basis. Then trust but verify. You need to verify um, the source or anything that tries to access whatever you have. You need to verify. You trust but verify. Then clean desk policy. We've already gone through this one, securing communication with the other layers of safety in place, which mostly focus on self. Next is to focus on secure. One is engagement with the external parties. Then information management or profile management with access control skills and enhance access control skills, enhance and digital hygiene, enforce managing both information and profiles, helps reduce impact of any digital threats. And then when it comes to access control or digital hygiene, after enhancing a digital literacy, protection of accessing one's digital environment, and instituting digital hygiene practices becomes instinctively vital. So you need to practice these things. Then digital literacy and digital situational awareness, key foundation of digital safety. They are key foundation. By learning about one's digital tools and environment, one becomes more aware of their digital vulnerability, establish risks mitigation, and then how are you going to avoid them? You need to know how will you mitigate these things, these risks. um, you need to have the strategies and then become faster and responding to the threats or attacks. How will you respond to them? Will you chase after the thief, or what will you do? And then how will you protect that phone from being stolen or anything like that? Then we're coming to an end. So our key takeaways mostly: use a unique password. Let your password be unique. Then set account to private. Then review friends or followers list monthly. Let me say you are using Facebook or any other or organization. Know the people that are following you, as you are whatever um, thing that you're doing, have a time, maybe a set a time whereby you know that you're going to do these things. So you need to view your friends. Who are your friends? Who are your followers? Then never share personal information publicly. There are some information that you cannot share publicly. You don't know what somebody can use it for or anything like that. Then think before you post any post that you're going to share. Don't just post anything just like that. You need to think about it. Sometimes some people don't think critically, and that's why they end up misinforming other people. Then don't click a strange link or banners just anyhow like that. You need to verify. So be cautious in accepting messages, friend requests from strangers. Know who they are. First, do your background check before you accept any personal request, any friendly request. Then limit screen time and take breaks. Sometimes some people don't take breaks or limit screen time. You may sit and that on TikTok is one of the things that can consume your time if you're not aware. You just click, you finish this video, you say I'm going to stand up and go and do this thing, but you click and then you say let me watch again. You click. By the time you check the time, you find you have wasted a lot of time. So most time you have to limit your screen time and then you take breaks so that mentally you're healthy, and then you don't consume everything that is online. Sometimes frustrations comes because of the time that we take online looking at these informations all the time. Yeah. So report harassment or scams immediately. If somebody has gotten your information and tries to share them, don't don't hesitate to share with somebody that you trust, to help you with what to do or how to go about it, because such people can be arrested. It is really against the law for them to access somebody's information and then try to share it without their permission, and also threatening the person. It is also not good. So be always remember to to report such people. Then keep contact with trust adults. If something strange happens, you need to have contacts with strong adults, people that you know that you can run to when you go through anything, when your information is hacked or anything like that. You know whom you should go, and that person can help you. So you need to have contacts of such people. And then we talked about securing your communication. Then we have these are some of the secure communication tools that we can use to protect our information or while browsing. We have Signal. Signal is regarded as one of the most secure messaging app available. Though mostly some people are not using it, mostly people are not using it. People use WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is also one of the things, but it is a messaging um, app. Then we have DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo is a search engine. In DuckDuckGo, you can search and somebody cannot trace your cookies. They can, it cannot be traced, your information cannot be traced on your website where you visited, anything that you have gotten online. Then data storage and backup. You can use this is to store your information or backup whatever thing that you have to keep it safe. Services like bcloud and Mega often secure cloud storage with encryption. They have the encryption that do not allow anybody to access the information that you have. Then we have our WhatsApp is a popular messaging platform owned by Meta Facebook. It offers end-to-end encryption for messaging, for messages and calls, so nobody can access whatever that you have. And mostly they have added recently, they keep adding these the settings that you need to use to keep your information. Then browsing. Then we have Tor. Tor is the onion router. It is a browsing uh, anonymized. Like you can use it on uh, uh, for your information, like any website that you want to visit. They, like when you are using it, tracking, you cannot be tracked. Your identity can be hidden while you are online, and any activity that you are using. So it is one of the secure browsers that you can use for anything that you want to use. We have also JetSimate. JetSimate, like the one that we're using, the one we're using now, right now. It is an open source video conferencing platform that provides encrypted video calls. Unlike any other video conferencing tools, JetSimate does not require an account to use. So, and then I said for journalists, like if you have a sensitive information, we have Teller. Teller is keep your file safe and secure. In Teller, when you download it, it has a camera inside, it has a recorder, and then it can also keep files. So when you're taking a video or with a Teller, like if you take a picture, it does not download to your phone. It remains in that app. And then the app also, you can camouflage the app, like you can turn it into a calculator. If somebody tries to come and check your phone, let me say you are a journalist and somebody tries to come and check your phone for something, like they want to know the information that you have, you can hide that information in Teller to prevent them from getting that information. So yeah, it is one of the things that you can use. You can record with it, you can video, you can take a video with it, you can keep your information there. It takes directly and everything directly. That brings us to the end of our presentation, and here is our assignment. Are you guys hearing me? Hello? Hello, Samuel?
You can hear. Yeah, we can hear you, Angelina. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very
I don't
much.
know if they can hear you.
Okay, okay. We have come to an end of our presentation, and this is our assignment. I'm going to explain it. I've made it so short and very brief because I know that we are busy people. We have classes, we have jobs that we go to, and sometimes it can overload us. So that's why I gave this brief assignment, so that it does not inconvenience you with whatever thing that you are doing, but you can do it in a day, or yeah, you can do it in a day. You can design your slide. So the assignment goes, you have to prepare 5 minute mini lesson to share with a friend or group of what you have learned, uh, the digital basics.